Dear students, welcome you all in module number 3, lecture number 3, fodder production in different agro-climatic region. In this lecture number 3, fodder production in different agro-climatic region, we will discuss about the fodder production scenario across the different agro-climatic region of India. India has divided in 15 agro-climatic region. From north to south, east to west, we have different 15 agro-climatic region. Which type of fodder crops are cultivated in different agro-climatic region, what is the environmental condition, rainfall condition, based on their length of growing period, we have divided different agro-climatic region. Here you can see fodder scenario in India in figure number 1, fodder and feed deficit India. Green fodder deficiency 36%, dry fodder 10 to 11%, concentration feed and material 44% deficiency are there. So being deficit in feed and fodder, seeing the difference is demand and supply, it's high time to focus toward increasing its production. This is about the fodder scenario across the different region. There we have the eastern region, western, northern region and southern region. Here you can see percent green fodder availability across the region, green fodder requirement in all the 4 region, and percent green fodder deficit and surplus. So this table is important to know the scenario of the fodder production in different region. So eastern region, if we talk about the eastern region, there is green fodder deficiency near about 40%. This is very important. Western region, we have the deficiency about the 6%. In northern region, we have the fodder availability. In southern region, we have the deficiency minus 43%. So overall deficiencies across the region is 11. What is the need for the region specific fodder planning? Because region specific fodder planning will be helpful in to supply or round the year fodder supply for the different region. There are 15 agro-climatic region. India is divided: northwestern mountain region, the northeastern hill region, Satluj Yamuna plain region, upper Ganga region, middle IGP, lower IGP, Indo-Gangetic, southeastern Plateau, Aravalli, Malwa, Maharashtra Plateau, Deccan, eastern. These are the 15 agro-climatic zone. We have divided based on soil, climatic features, length of the growing period. We have divided in 15. So diverse agro-climatic condition, India have the diverse agro-climatic condition where the rainfall in western part, if you see, we have the rainfall below 500 mm. In eastern part of the country, rainfall is 2000 mm. So here you can see the variation in the rainfall. Same like we have the variation in temperature, climatic condition, soil, red soil in some agro-climatic condition, soil, black soil is there, red soil, different type of soils are there. Variable livestock population across the agro-climatic condition, water availability. In some agro-climatic region we have sufficient water. In some agro-climatic region we have limited water availability. Based on water availability, what type of fodder, crops, grasses, fodder trees are available, we will discuss in this lecture. Fodder deficit in different agro-climatic condition, crop residue utilization, how we are utilizing the crop residue in different agro-climatic condition, resource optimization, whether we are utilizing the resource efficiently or not, environmental consideration, improve livestock productivity and technological adoption. So these are the need for region specific fodder planning. Here you can see fodder production in various agro-climatic region. What are the suitable crops in particular agro-climatic region, grasses, feed material, fodder trees. So first we will discuss about the Western Himalayan region. Western Himalayan region has a cool, humid climate with high rainfall, snowfall, and having short growing season. Western Himalayan region is very important agro-climatic region. Suitable fodder crops in this region are oat, barley, fodder maize, peas and clover. Generally temperate type of crops are suitable. These are grown in northern part in winter season because temperature is very low in Western Himalayan region. That's why around the year they are growing like Rabi season crop, oat, barley, fodder maize, peas and clovers. Practices, they are following silage making practices is very popular in Himalayan region. Perennial grasses they are cultivated and agroforestry system. This here you can see the fodder maize. So this is about the Western Himalayan region fodder production scenario. Next is Eastern Himalayan region. Eastern Himalayan region is characterized by basic character of this region is humid to sub-humid climate with heavy rainfall. Here temperature is not very low. So for suitable crops in this Eastern Himalayan region, you can see fodder crops include maize and with rice and other local grasses. And production strategies, integrated farming system is a very popular in this agro-climatic region. Integrated farming system which combine crop, livestock and this tree component. These are the important component of the agroforestry. Next is IGP. Indo-Gangetic Plain region is very fertile region and more productive region among the agro-climatic region, in which we have upper IGP, lower and middle IGP and Trans-Gangetic Plain. So Indo-Gangetic Plain is having the alluvial type of soil, very fertile soil, good irrigation facility and climate sub-humid to dry climate. So this is Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar and some part this West Bengal are comes this IGP region. Suitable fodder for the is this IGP region in Barsim in Rabi season, Lucerne Rabi season, maize in Kharif season, sorghum in Kharif season, bajra napier in Kharif season. These are the important fodder crops which are generally grown in IGP region. This here you can see the image of the Barsim. Now come to the Western arid and semi-arid region. Western region having very less rainfall, very hot and dry climate are there in Western arid and semi-arid region. So based on this climatic and soil condition, important crops in Western arid and semi-arid region are the sorghum and bajra. So here you can see this region very low and erratic rainfall, drought prone and sandy soils are there in this region. So suitable fodder crops bajra, sorghum, cluster bean, in Hindi is known as guar, moth bean. If we talk about the grasses, we have the perennial grasses in this arid and semi-arid region like centrus, celeris, anjan grass, and centrus, celeris, dhaman grass. This setigiras is dhaman grass are very important in arid and semi-arid region. And production strategies in this region, they have the rainwater harvesting structure. Pasture development is very common in this region. Silvipastoral system are there. Silvipastoral means farmers are growing tree plus grasses. And drought tolerant species are more common in western and arid region. So important grasses are centrus, celeris, anjan grass and dhaman grass, centrus setigiras, and important fodder is bajra, sorghum and cluster bean. These are more common in western arid and semi-arid based on rainwater availability and soil condition. Next important agroclimatic region is central plateau and hills. This region having the moderate rain and marginal type of soils having poor fertility soils are not more productive in this region. Suitable fodder are sorghum, cowpea, stylo, napier and guinea grass. Guinea grass is a grass which is generally grown under the shady condition below the tree canopy. Practices integrated fodder, tree, pasture and mixed type of farming are more common in central and plateau hills. Now come to the eastern plateau and hills agro-climatic region. In this region, generally suitable fodder crops are rice bean, cowpea, rice fallow pulses common, and the undulating topography and higher rainfall are the important characteristics of eastern plateau and hills region. Production strategy are agroforestry, pasture development in uplands. Here you can see the cowpea crop is important fodder, multi-purpose crop generally used for food, feed and fodder sorghum, and this napier grass is a perennial type of grass. It's very important for supply the round the year fodder. Next is southern plateau and hills region. This region characterized by very hot climate with moderate rainfall and having the red soil. The important fodder crops in this region are millets, important ragi, hybrid napier and sorghum. Here you can see the ragi finger millets also used as a important fodder crops. Basically it is a millets crop, nutri cereals which generally used as a food and fodder also. Practices in this region we have fodder banks, intercropping system and different hay and silage making practices. These hay and silage having the play important role to supply the fodder during the dry period or lean period to fulfill the fodder scarcity. And coastal plains and eastern and western, the region experiences very humid condition with high rainfall are there in this coastal plains. The coastal plains suitable fodder perennial grasses like hybrid napier, guinea grass, paragrass and legumes, cowpea are intercropped. Production strategy integrated farming system model are there incorporating fodder trees like susvinia and fish farming also promoted in this region. Here you can see ragi and this is the paragrass is important fodder. Now come to the island region. Island region Andaman and Nicobar Island, Lakshadweep having the equatorial climate with high rainfall and humidity. Suitable fodder in this Andaman, Nicobar and Island region, paragrass will require more water, guinea grass, rice bean, salt tolerant local grass also popular in this region. Tree fodders and crop residue are primary fodder sources. Practices rice fallow utilization, salt tolerant variety due to limited cultivated land and focus is on utilizing thick forest cover and plantation. Here you can see rice bean is important for the island. Subabul, Luciana, leucocephala is important fodder trees generally grown in island region. These are the tree example of the tree fodder. As a tree's leaves used as a fodder crop, Subabul and a Glyceridia maculata. Thank you.